Sorry, y'all. I got a cold or got the flu or something. Let's see. Sorry, I'm trying to pull YouTube up so I can make sure this is actually recording, because sometimes I'll hit live and it doesn't actually go through for some reason. Let's see. Whoa! Multitasking. Yeah, I got the flu or something. Okay. Alright, let's check. Hello. Alright, let's check. Hello. Okay, sounds good. Great. Man. Yeah, still trying to get over it though. Okay, well, there's no reason for me to keep that up. Okay. I'm not gonna be reading it, y'all. If y'all wanna read it, y'all can. Oh, noes. Well, I'll try to read a little bit. There's much of this. I ain't doing no voices. Alright, there is much of this we don't understand, but what we do understand is the battle is won, for now at least. What would have otherwise been a struggle proved a decisive victory against the Dawn Servant's Shade and the rest of those fiends. That is to say, sorry if I have trouble reading. Like I said, I'm sick. Thank you for your help, E-Rock. Man, it all began with a stone. What were your names again? They called me Lado, the E-Rock. E-Rock and Baku Jaja, right? Oh, let's switch that. Voice dialogue only. There we go. Wait, a male Mithra? Well, now I've seen everything. That's hilarious. They actually put that in there, because in Final Fantasy XI there are no male Mithra. That's hilarious. Wow. I wonder if Chris wouldn't have caught that, because he's a human, and she probably doesn't say that unless a Mithra in Final Fantasy XI is the same as a Makote in this game, Final Fantasy XIV. If you're done with the small talk, would you mind explaining why you attacked us? What in the world are you talking about? Don't play the fool with us. You were spouting nonsense about us being Tari and nearly killed a man on your rampage. Well, I do recall fighting Tari not long ago to protect Omiya. Or Omaya. I like Omaya better. A friend of hers, you say? That's all well and good, but she was addressing Gulu Jaja's shade with that name. The incantations needed to summon it are said to be based on a much older magic, one capable of clouding people's minds. If our enemy is skilled enough to summon Gulu Jaja, it stands to reason such tricks are not beyond them. Meaning young Prish? I'm just gonna say Prish. Yeah, Prish. Here was likely tricked into believing the shade was this Omaya person. That's an annoying name, Prish. Prishi? Price? Prichet? So it was all an illusion then. Or is one of those, is the H silent? It's starting to come back to me. There was someone who warned me that a dear friend needed my protection. I'm gonna say Price. I'm act like the H is silent. He was blue like your left head, and he gave me these bizarre weapons. Blue like me? I usually fight with my fists, but didn't think twice to accept what they gave me. I suppose their magic's to blame. In any case, I hope the real Omaya hasn't been dragged into all this. Can you tell us anything about the one you thought was your Omaya? Where they may be hiding, perhaps? Would that I could, but when I got here, I was all by my lonesome. Here being where exactly? Juno. At least I think this is Juno. There was never anything like that here before. It's almost empty, but there are a few people lingering about if you know where to look. Maybe they can tell us something. Go with Price and see what you can learn of this place and the whereabouts of that shade. We will remain here and keep watch on this rift. It's not knife, it's knife. The K is silent. Right then, let's have a look around. Oh, and we should probably stop by the Tinshoto as well. It's in the back of Neptune's Spire, across the way from the fountain. Price is now accompanying you. Keep her at your side in order to proceed with quest objectives. You can leave Price behind by blah blah blah. I ain't reading all that. We already know. Oh, good. I was hoping to run into you two. I do wish I don't wish to be overly forward, but why were you speaking with that Mimoja earlier? More importantly, what was it doing here? They would never dare venture beyond the shores of Arja. I don't know. Unless, my gods, has Gulu Jaja laid siege to Ot Ergen? Is Juno next to fall? FF11 areas. I don't know anything about sieges or invasions, but that Mimoja over there is a friend of mine. There ain't nothing for you to worry about. The poor man's probably more confused than we are about all this. It's that FF11 music. That's where I met Nimasai, who I was playing last night Eureka with. I was in middle school, late middle school, late middle school. So yeah, that's where I met him and played that with him years before I actually met him in person. Like 5 years. You're new to Juno, aren't you? I can tell by the way you were taking in the sights. The city was built upon Heaven's Bridge, connecting the two great continents of Kuon and Mindarsha. You'll find there's an upper and lower level, a port and an administrative plaza of Ulud gods. Ulude. At least you would have before. Always in and out of Lower Juno appear to be blocked or cut off. The situation here is worse than I thought. That's funny. Hearing this music and running around here. I used to, because in Final Fantasy XI there was no duty roulette where you could run stuff together to get experience. You had to actually, it was more like Eureka, like I was playing last night. You basically wait in the town and you put a flag up on your character that says seeking party. And when someone's putting a party together, they would invite you based on your level. I think you can only be 5 levels apart. Otherwise the experience you would get would be bad. But then y'all would run out and kill stuff together. But you'd kill like 1 or 2 mobs at a time, because you'd go fight stuff so much stronger than you that Any more than that, it would wipe your party. And that's how you get experience. There were no dungeons. They were, but they were just out in the land and you explored them. They weren't something you went into a queue for, or like an instance zone or whatever. Well, I thought I knew all the Mithra who travel through here of late. Where are you from, stranger? Surprised she didn't mention the fact that he's a male. Gridania? Can't say I've heard of it. Those folks passing through hail from Sandoria, Bastok, or Windurst. Yeah, those are the three nations of, I think it's called Vanadil in Final Fantasy XI. Sort of like you have here, Gridania, oh my gosh, Gridania, Ulda, and Lamenta. While I was trying to recall the names, I started thinking of Sandoria, Bastok, and Windurst again. It's the music. It takes you back. Considering the present state of Juno, though, seems strange as becoming a common occurrence. I'd be lying if I said I'd heard of your homeland. I'd be lying if I said I'd heard of your homeland either, but that's not important right now. At times like this, we need to know who can be trusted. Mithrin Adventure. Yeah, she's got a scorpion harness. Now those pants, those are probably supposed to be the thief pants. But we don't have green thief pants here in Final Fantasy XIV. Thief becomes ninja. And actually it's not even called thief, it's called rogue. Oh, and another thing, the market board, you would auction stuff. So you'd put stuff on here for a price that people couldn't see. And so when they're going through the items, they would offer a certain amount, and if that amount was the same or higher than what it was placed on here for, then you'd buy it. You'd get it, but you couldn't see the prices. And so, you know, depending on the amount, you'd have to keep offering amounts until you hit the mark, you know, got the price or higher. Oh, whoops. Oh, the door opens. Yeah, so back in the day, I forgot what this place is called. But yeah, right here is where you get your main story quest. That's another thing. There weren't any icons above people's heads to know where the story quests were. You actually, it'd give you a name and you'd have to go find the person. It was like much less hand holding. You press against the door, but it refuses to budge. Won't open? Then I guess we won't be meeting Aldo. He's head of the Tenchodo. When the world's in danger, he's always there to lend me a hand. Those are my friends, the Scions. Scions, eh? They sound like a competent lot. Unfortunately, we're on our own here. Whatever's happening here, these people are just as bewildered as we are. We should go back and find Baku Jaja, see if he's noticed anything. Sniffing and the coughing. Oh, that's music! It's that old school FF11 music, y'all. Returned at last, with answers, I hope. So, we're truly in this Juno, as she says. But I've traveled all over Tyrol and never heard of a Juno, or Sandoria, or any of those other places. What in Altana's name is Tyrol? I thought all you Mamuja are from Argia. Argia. Price, you're alright. And she has you to thank, I'm sure. Hi. Okay. Thanks for caring, I guess. And who are you exactly? What? I thought he was a friend of yours. He's the one who asked me to go look for you. What? I've never seen him before in my life. What? Yeah. How can you say such a thing? I mean, you do look like the sort I might know, but I'm drawing a blank. What was the name, mister? My name is... You must be the one they found wounded in Skydeep Sinna. Well, we have to call you something. How about Auxal, vagabond in the Mamluja tongue. Though it may be closer to adventure in Iraq's Eorzean. Nicely chosen, brother. That does have a rather nice ring to it. Auxal it is. I'm just going to say Axel. So where are we exactly? Juno, or at least a close approximation. Surely you remember this place, don't you? It does feel familiar. What's so special about this place anyway? And where did that so-and-so shade get off to? None of this makes any sense. I wish I had some more coffee. Drink my last cup. All I've left is tea. My, what a vexing predicament. Hey, that's the one that put me under a spell, I'm sure of it. So, the Boudoir sycophant yet lives. What are you doing here? As you found me in a generous mood, I thought I might enlighten you as to the nature of this place. That is why you come, isn't it? Ooh. The young lady is correct. This is the Grand Duchy of Juno. So we really are in Juno, and yet something about it feels so off. I never said this is the real one. It is an imitation, a rather convincing one, I might add, which I created based on visions of another world. You built this? That I did, while you and yours were holding the Dawn Servant's coronations, Raul Jean and I ventured to the gate. That's right, he knocked him off. He betrayed him, and I don't even know why. That was stupid. Didn't make any sense. Everything was proceeding as planned. The gate's key was in our possession. The power to reshape the world within our grasp, or so I thought. In the eyes of the resilient sun, I was but a useless tool to be cast aside. That makes no sense. Why he would kill him right there. There's no reason to do it. That's what I'm saying. This expansion doesn't make any sense. I don't like it at all. By all rights, I won't say it all, but it's highly disappointing. By all rights, I should have died when he struck me down. But once the chamber was empty, the gate still open, I saw my chance. What I found when I dragged myself across the threshold was an emptiness, a space beyond time. It was there in this dark expanse I beheld another world. That world was called Vanadil. Yeah, those are images from Final Fantasy XI. That beach on the left is called Valkyr Beach. And we used to go there to get experience points. We have parties. I think you go there once you hit... it's either, I think 10. You can start going over there and getting a party. And I think you do it all the way to like maybe 18 or something. What world? That world was called Vanadil. And then over there on the right, that's Juno. You can get on the airship and go to the 3 cities. That top right one, that's Sandoria. That middle one, that's where you fight the Dark. What's he called? The Dark Lord or whatever his name is. That top left one, I honestly can't remember that place. That bottom left one, that's Windurst. That was sort of like the Gridania-esque place of Final Fantasy XI. Had that big tree right there, which I like to go to because I like the music there. It's called Heaven's Tower, I think. If you go look it up on YouTube, Final Fantasy XI Heaven's Tower, I think it's what it's called. I like the music there. What a load of rubbish. As if anyone would believe that everything and everyone here is little more than one of your toys. I don't like his smile at all. I was minding my own business! Ah, what is that? What do they call that? That's that stuff that can turn into any element. From the main story, I forgot the name of it. It's not magicite. It's electrope. As I said, everything you see here is of my creation. Much like we fashioned a phantom of Gulu Jaja for the Feast of the Brotherhood, I was able to use our ceremonial tools to breathe life into my visions of Vanadil. Under normal circumstances, my conjurings only have strength enough for a brief clash. With that stone, however, my magics are capable of so much more. Isn't that what Zoro Jha used to build his army? Electropy, he called it? Yep. Electropy, you say? If you know its name, then I trust you also know the stones are possessed of immense power. Power enough for my creations to persist for as long as I please. Fortunate then that world between worlds was filled with structures made from electropy, more than I could ever hope for. Why? Sorry guys, 1 second. Mom called. I'll be right back. Hi, Asher. Hi, big boy. Hi, Asher.
I'll tell you something.
Okay, I'm just gonna let this play.